Helicopter parents are going high-tech. Teen tracking apps allow parents to see where their children are and what they're doing on their smartphones and with whom. Today we're here with Ameeta Jain, co-founder of TeenSafe, one of those kinds of tracking apps. Thanks so much for joining us, Ameeta.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about how TeenSafe works. What do parents get to see when they install this kind of service?
So when you go to teensafe.com, you create a user ID and password, and you follow the prompts, and before you know it, you can see your children's text messages, incoming, outgoing, and deleted text messages, web search history, web browser history, social media like Instagram, WhatsApp, Kick Chat sessions, phone location so you know your child got to where they're supposed to be. It's a very comprehensive tool so that you can observe and guide them through their preteen to 18 years.
We hear about all kinds of problems with kids online and kids with their phones, cyberbullying and all these things. But there is a bit of a debate about this kind of app, about whether you should be monitoring your kid or whether you should be trusting your children. What do you think of the criticism of people saying, you know, this is helicopter parenting, this is too much invasion of their privacy?
I think as parents, we have to keep in mind that these are minors, and so we have every right to monitor our minors. And with the level of permanence and the understanding of that permanence, we have to be there to help guide them through that. And that really is the essential part of it. And we should be telling our children when we give them those smartphones that this is a privilege, but with that privilege, we are going to live up to our #1 responsibility as your parent and monitor you so that we can help protect and keep you safe.
I think that's a good point. Don't you think that it comes together with a piece of monitoring and with asking them to be responsible and educating them about the proper usage?
You know, with them knowing that they're being monitored, it creates that pause when they do that text. It creates that pause when they post that picture or whatever they're posting on social media. And I think that's good. And as parents, we're the least of their worries. You know, with everything out there, the predators, because children are so open with their school information, where they live, we can help them navigate that. And I think that's why a parent's presence is so important. I always like to say to my own daughter, who I'm monitoring, that I am your guardian angel in your digital world.
I like that. We're both parents of teenagers, and we have in our house tried, not TeenSafe, but some of the other ones. And I wanted to bring up a different problem that we had, which is my wife and I both work. We have very busy lives. It's hard to track what all the monitoring software is tracking. Do you have any way to help parents who are using the software kind of not have to spend hours and hours keeping up with it?
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's the wonderful thing about TeenSafe is you just log in whenever you choose to, and take a quick check on your children. Make sure that their communication in the digital world is healthy. And that's the point. TeenSafe is supposed to be used with love and respect and thoughtfulness towards your child. And what you'll find when you go in there is normal teenage stuff. It's the other things that are age inappropriate that you might want to start a conversation about, or if you see them get friended by someone that doesn't seem, real, or could be really just, questionable, that's something that you could step in about, or if you see the cyberbullying happen and your child is trying to handle it the best they can, but it continues, that's when you step in. And if sexting occurs, you step in immediately and you have that conversation.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing, is that once you find out that something's wrong, you also have to have the relationship with your child to be able to jump in.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about TeenSafe is it does really help open lines of communication, really start conversations, creates that transparency. And like you, me and my husband are both working, and we found that, we're busy with work, we have all these distractions, but this really keeps us centered, and it ensures that we are present in our children's digital world.
All right.
Yes.
Ameeta, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Let us know what you think. Do you think this kind of software is a good idea? Would you use this app? Leave us a comment in the section below or send us a tweet at Yahoo Finance.